There is something terrifying happening within this country, and unless you are trans, you may not even see it.
Britain has fallen in LGBTQ+ rights, and no one's talking about it. We used to lead, now we are the warning.
I almost didn't make this video. Part of me thought that, what's the point? We've already lost. But that is how they win. And I'm not letting them. I grew up believing that our country was one of the safest places to be LGBTQ+. Marriage equality, pride parade, trans voices on the news. But that safety was always more fragile than it seemed.
I used to be so young and free.
This map ranks every country in Europe on how well it protects LGBTQ+ individuals. And yet again, this year, we dropped down behind the likes of Malta, Sweden, Germany, Slovenia, Estonia.
What could have been a friendly smile has turned into a frown.
While politicians stalled and promises disappeared, trans people across the country decided to stop waiting. If they weren't going to protect us, we'd protect each other. In Bournemouth, something remarkable happened. Dozens of us, from all walks of life, showed up with our bodies, our voices, and our rage. No party banners, no corporate floats, just raw human refusal.
This is unacceptable. They have blood on their hands, and they do not care.
This was Trans Liberation Bournemouth, a protest born from urgency, from a sense that if we didn't march, no one would.
They weren't funded, we weren't invited, we just showed up. And the politicians and the press, they couldn't ignore us.
NHS gender services are drowning. People are waiting years. Some won't live long enough to be seen. I've seen people give up. Not because they stopped being trans, but because the country, our country, stopped caring. In 2013, it was stated that we were the best country in Europe. But since then, we have fallen 22 places. In simple terms, that means that our freedoms are closer to the likes of Albania, Poland, Romania than we are to the likes of Spain, Denmark, and Iceland. This isn't just about politics, it's about erasure. When the law stops protecting you, the world stops seeing you.
We don't just disappear from policies, we disappear from conversations, from job applications, from safe spaces. They want us to go quietly, but we are not going anywhere.
This year has changed. To fight back, pride organisers across the country have blanket banned political parties from marching, some going as far as banning all elected officials. As much as it's a very strongly split decision, I have been so fortunate to work alongside some of the largest pride organisations in the country to clarify the ban after I made the very controversial decision to discuss it publicly. And I am sorry to those that I disappointed. This led to the Trans Pride UK collective to write an open letter to every pride event in the country, stating that politicians can turn up as individuals and not as political party representatives. I know it feels like we have lost something, like everything is slipping away, but this country hasn't lost us. We are still here. We are the protest signs, the shared glances, the refusal to disappear.
We are the resistance that they hoped would just go quietly, and we're just getting louder.
They wrote laws to define us out of existence. They rewrote protections to leave us behind, and they told the world we were never really here to begin with.
But here's the thing, we were never gone.
You can't erase people who refuse to disappear. You can't silence a movement that speaks with its whole heart. You can't unwrite a generation that is just getting started.
This is still our country, and these are still our streets, and this is still our fight. And we are not going anywhere.
Do you ever wonder? You ever